Greetings folks, I have another hot little race wing from TechOne Hobbies. Now I've reviewed the, the FPV2 wing, which is beautiful build quality, lovely foam and everything. This is the about the 900-800 millimeter wingspan. This is the fastest race wing I've tried, absolutely brutal. This is the 600 millimeter version of that, so that's going to be fun. Alright, let's open it up and have a look. Actually, let's just have a look at the specs first. Wingspan 650 millimeters, fuselage length 286 millimeters, weight 660 to 720 grams, 2450 kV motor, Air 40, 30 amp ESC, 5045 prop, 11 gram servos, and designed to run on 4S 1300. And it looks like it doesn't come with a menu, but it does have a code there that you can scan and go straight to the online manual. As you can see, it's pretty well all assembled. Really nicely laid out in the box. That's fairly impressive. All we have to do is glue the little winglets on, and I think we're pretty ready to go. So here's the little wing. It's got a fair amount of sweep, which is good. That makes them sort of easier to fly and more stable, I find. The same sort of carbon fibre centre section. Easy unscrew knob. Unscrew that, slide it back, and you can take the top deck off, and then you can get in there to the mount your video transmitter down there and FPV camera in the nose, or however you want to do it. Battery mounts on the top. We've got a couple of carbon fibre spars going through there, and it's all glued together. You can't pull it apart. And I guess it's so small you don't really need to. The servos are nicely set into little plywood surrounds there, which makes them nice and secure. Really good carbon fibre control horns. All set up, ready to go. Control horn adjusters there. This construction is so tough. There's barely any flex in it at all. This is really good quality foam. Really fine textured EPP sort of foam, I think. We also get a roll of reinforcing tape if you want to put it along the leading edge, which I might do. Any crashes are going to be at high speed. And here are the extras. We get the little winglets, which are just going to get glued on the end there, like that. And we've got FPV clamp mount sort of thing, a battery strap, some double-sided Velcro, and we've got a little throw gauge there as well, which is a nice touch. I'm just going to hot glue these on to get it up and flying quickly, because I'm super keen to give it a go. Something you might want to do is just round off the leading edge of these fins. That's sort of a fairly big, ugly flat surface there. And we've got the mount for a damped mount for the HD camera up there, which is very nice. I like that. I'm just going to roughen up this sort of smooth part of the winglet. Just give the glue something to grip onto a bit better. Just line it up nicely. And that's going to be as strong as anything. That's pretty well built. Just need to pop a receiver in there. I've got an X4R receiver because I can have voltage telemetry. Now, out of the box, I reckon that the throws are going to be way too much. I need about a third of that, I reckon. So I'm going to move the push rod to the inner hole on the servo to calm down the throws a fair bit, and put some rates in the radio as well, I think. Now this gauge is probably the trim setting. to set the initial amount of up trim, I'm guessing. So the right hand one is about right, left hand one needs to come up. CG, I don't know at this stage, I'll have to check the manual. There are a couple of little dots here, but I'm guessing it'll be back a little bit further. Now, I only have a 1300 3S on here to start off with, I don't have a 4S. That CG seems to be about right to me, which is about there. It's maiden time for the FPV 600 wing from TechOne Hobby. A gorgeous looking little wing, 600mm. I have my little FPV camera in here. It's a Runcam Mini of some sort, can't remember which one. Mobius Mini on the top, little FPV transmitter there. To get the CG right, which is about 180mm back from the nose, I think. The battery seems to be right back there, and that's only a 3S 1300. Don't know if it's right or not. There's a bit of wind around, but I think this little thing's going to punch through that, no problems at all. Let's just chuck it and see what happens. Heaps of welly. Give it a go. I've reduced the rates as much as possible. I've got rates on a knob from 50 up to 100. I'm going to start with 50 because I think it doesn't need much at all. Start with 75. Alright, let's go. Cool. It's fast and furious, it's awesome, but it's going well. Alright, time to go again. None of my DVRs are working, unfortunately. I've got two of them here. Both of them are decided not to work, so I'm just going to have to show you the HD footage, which is fine, but I'll be under the goggles. Let's go. Okay, we are good to go now. Move the battery back a little bit, and that seems to be a bit better balance, so the CG would be back about at the back 183, I guess. Scooting off downwind, lots of water around over the gun club, and blasting back up the length of the field. Bit of a wiggle there. Woohoo! This is awesome. Makes you just want to go full bore. Let's try some craziness. Whoa, cool. Dare I try a loop? That's where usually when things go wrong. Lots of speed and just pull back. Oh, I did it all right. Cool. Certainly does fast rolls nicely. This is a cool little wing, I like it. 1300 4S would be awesome, and it would be a proper race wing, I reckon. Low run. Best not hit myself. Shoot some goals. I'll go for those ones over there. And back over those ones. Cool little wing. Not much of a glide slope, that's for sure. But it's a beauty. So this is a crazy little wing, but quite controllable once you get the trims right, once you dial down the throws a long way. No bad habits, rolls rapidly, flies fast. It's a beauty. Thanks to TechOne Hobbies for sending this to me, and you can buy it from Banggood. I'll put a link in the description. Yeah, I like this wing. Worth considering.